Hi everyone, it's Wednesday, it's 5 o'clock, so I wanted to talk to you today, excuse me, as part of the Finding You series, Finding Your Voice. If you have missed the last three, which I did on confidence, reinvent yourself, and what was the other one I did? Confidence, reinvent yourself, and Finding You, then please have a look at those. Have a look on the website and you can absolutely find those. Obviously, all of these topics are also available on the podcast. So search for Mums on Cloud 9 and you'll be able to see some incredible people talking about different topics that may be close to your heart if you're watching today. So today is all about finding your voice. When we talk about communicating, we're communicating with confidence. You will know that I love that word. So whether you're speaking up at work, or whether you are online or in your personal life, I mean, we all know that there are occasions where you need to talk and sometimes the words don't come out right. So what I would say to you is, this is just a little bit of a tip, a couple of tips to help you through when those occasions actually happen. So let's start here. How many times have you been held back from saying what you really think? Maybe in a meeting, as I said, maybe in a conversation with a friend or online. And when you think we all do it, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Everybody does this. So sometimes it's through maybe fear of judgment or fear of being wrong, fear of standing out. And sometimes, you know, when you say about fear of being wrong, sometimes you might not know the exact answer. So it's about knowing, if you don't know, how to answer it and how to come across confidently. Because the truth is, when we silence ourselves, we lose opportunities to connect and obviously to influence others and to lead, depending on where you are and what you're doing. So finding your voice isn't just about speaking louder. I mean, we all know that. It's about speaking truer. It's about aligning your words with your values and having the courage to express them. There are three layers of voice when you consider in your head. So I like to think of your voice as your inner voice, the person sat on your shoulder, what it's telling you to say, your outer voice, how you express yourself to others, and your amplified voice, so how you show up publicly at work and on social media or as a leader. So I'm just going to unpack a few of those. So if you think about your inner voice, it's your constant chatter in your head. As I said, somebody sat on your shoulder telling you what to do. It's the tone that sets everything else. So if your inner voice is someone that's critical, I say someone because it almost feels like it's someone sometimes, your confidence will shrink. So if it's compassionate, it's going to give you that courage. So again, it's telling yourself and sometimes arguing with your inner voice. So when I talk about your outer voice is how you communicate day to day. It's the words you choose, it's the tone you use, and of course your body language also is a big part of what you're saying. And I think sometimes, you know, your outer voice, something that you say to someone can absolutely make a huge difference to their day. If someone's having a bad day and you say something nice to them, it can sometimes reshape their whole day. So I think slowing down, pausing, smiling more is always a big one, and breathing before you speak is again really important with your outer voice. So then we look about your amplified voice. So your amplified voice is how you share your message with the world. Maybe it's presenting at work, posting online, excuse me, or mentoring others. This is where purpose and confidence meet. And when you know your why, your voice becomes magnetic, absolutely magnetic. And isn't it great when you're holding a room in the palm of your hand and people are listening to you as a person? And I think when everything comes together, and you are saying something that resonates with other people and you connect, that's where your confidence is built for sure. So here's the truth. Confidence and communication are best friends. When you feel confident, your voice will flow naturally. When you don't, it tightens, you hesitate, and sometimes it disappears. So here's how to grow some confidence. Let's go through 3 simple steps. These are so powerful. So if you think about preparing your message, clarity builds confidence. Know what you want to say and why it matters. So again, all of this has to be going on before it actually comes out. But I think the more practice you get with this, the better you become. So again, practice your tone. You know, if you think about you're working from a script, don't think about how you read your script. Think about not just memorizing, but absolutely free speaking sometimes. Just practice what you're saying out loud. And it feels a bit more like you. It can be a bit more authentic, if you like. So again, pause with purpose. Silence doesn't have to be awkward. It's powerful. If you pause and smile, it gives your words room to land. So your audience have time to connect with what you've just said, rather than you just keep talking. Just try and pause every so often. If you take nothing away from today, just take on the pause and smile bit. So if you every so often pause and smile, that will connect with your audience for sure. So let's just bring this to life a little bit. Think of someone that you admire. You know, maybe it's a friend or a leader, or it might be a colleague, and someone that speaks with confidence. So again, when you go to speak, you will have an example in your head of someone that gives you reflection and allows you to speak like they would perhaps. Think about what makes them stand out. It's rarely the volume, it's usually the presence and maybe the calm, clear, grounded demeanor. So again, try and take that into your conversations and think, how would they do it? And that might give you some confidence to be able to talk in a group of people, because I know that some people do this easily. Some people can talk all day. I can talk all day. I haven't always been able to. It's taken some building and some learnings, of course, along the way. But I think you can cultivate it yourself. The more that you do it, it's the same with anything, isn't it? It's the same with riding a bike. You know, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. If you start small, maybe share your opinion with your next team meeting. So if you go to a team meeting, you might think, ask your line manager and say, you know, the next team meeting, I would like to take charge of a section. Something that I'm passionate about, I want to talk about, because talking about something that you're passionate about, your passion will come forward to others. So I think, again, it's about talking about things that resonate with you and that hopefully will resonate with others as well. And remember something else, your voice doesn't need to be perfect. It just has to be yours. So when you think that when we're talking in public, on lives like I'm doing now, my words won't, I'll probably say a million times. I probably won't get everything right, but it's about being authentically you. And I think that is where your confidence grows. So, thinking about this, if you want to send me a message, please do so, because I would love to hear from you. You can message me and just tell me your reflections, because again, we all learn from each other. So it might be that you say something to me and it might really resonate with me, and it might be something that I can take forward for myself. I think every day is a school day. You'll hear me saying that a lot. And I would absolutely love to talk to you about, where you currently are. And again, if you want some advice at any time, I'm always here for you. So just again, going back to that confidence piece, because you know how much I love to talk about confidence. If you are unconfident at work and you are looking to pivot your career, then you will probably know that at Supermums, we do Salesforce training, which will get you to pivot into a different career. If that's something that interests you, if you want to understand how to move from where you are now to get to somewhere else, as you'll hear me say, I did it myself. I changed my career. You can absolutely do it. And again, send me a message, because I am always delighted to let you know best next steps and how you move forward with that. So again, I hope this has been useful to you today. So I just want to leave you with one thought. Your voice is the bridge between you and the impact that you can make. So think about that. This week, use it to speak up at meetings, share the idea, tell your story, because again, as I always say, telling your story is so good, because it's about you and it's about something you're passionate about, and you can talk yourself without having to, as we said, read from a script. The world absolutely needs to hear your story, and everyone has a story. So just feel confident when you're telling yours. Don't forget, pause and smile, because as you pause, you can be preparing yourself for the next sentence. So thank you again for joining my Wednesday Live at 5, which is my Finding You series. Next week, we're going to be diving into finding purpose. So again, if you think it's a perfect flow from today's session, as I said, if you jump onto Supermums pages, whether you go to LinkedIn, which is obviously where you'll find this, you can find this on YouTube as well. Have a look at the other 3 that I did if you want to. And if you really want to join me next week, come and find me next week. I will be live at 5 next Wednesday. Until then, keep showing up, keep speaking your truth, and keep shining. So until next week, take care, and thank you for joining me.